Hello friends, this is Coldrun back with Dragon Age Inquisition, where we're here with the greatest merchant ever, the best boy, and I don't really think there's anything else I want to get from here. I just think it still just cracks me up that there's this, I don't know, there's just this doggo merchant. I mean, I know the dog isn't the merchant, but that's who I imagine I'm giving the money to. I imagine I'm putting in his good boy mouth. And he's friendly. Like, what's his deal? Was he just one of the dogs that belonged to one of these people that was slain here? Maybe. Anyway, yeah, this is a kind of delightful diversion, but I'm going to try to go around and start clearing some of these rifts, and I will see you if anything interesting happens. Holy shit. That was just a minute ago I said I was going to start clearing rifts, but that is terrifying. What the actual fuck is this? There's just a bird standing on top of this statue's head. Can I... This is probably the most disturbing statue in the game. I don't have like a list of statues that have disturbed me in this game. There have been a couple of creepy ones, but this is so far beyond any of the others. It's not even a landmark. It doesn't even tell me what it is. It's not like this... I don't know. I don't know what it is. Alright, so we're approaching this area for the quest Sand and Ruin. There's a sizable Venatori presence in Hissing Waste. It's an odd place for them to be dispatched at all, let alone in such significant numbers. So we're looking for one of their camps. Alright, so here we are. It's the fist grabbing the snake. So this is the Venatori. So we're in the shallow basin. So this is one of two camps, right? Because it's this and then there's one up here, yeah. And it looks like there's some stuff here as well. Some questy stuff. Oop. Yeah, so just kind of regular Venatori. Nothing super duper special. But what is this? Okay, so there's take here. A short note. Marina, I'm returning to the main camp. Don't linger past sunset. We were working by torchlight past dark when a horde of spiders poured out of the canyon's rocks. Gross. There are Red Templars on patrol, but if the Overseer wants us to go faster, he should ask the wretched brutes to guard us while we work. We already have few enough Venatori after the disaster at Redcliffe, something the Red Templars have taken pains to remind us about, I've noticed. Are all Templars in the south this haughty? Harmonum. Sketch of Canyon Tomb. Oh, and that wasn't even the thing. Sketch of the Burial Grounds tomb. So this is just showing us all the different tombs that are in the area. Yeah, I think we'll probably find them as we go, but we'll see. Alright, what's going on over here? Ah, the next tomb, the next tomb, the next tomb, the next tomb.
There must be something here.
Certainly seems that way. A journal on Dwarven ruins. The inscriptions of the ruins are all in the old tongue. Thank you, grandmother, for teaching this ungrateful brat old Dwarven. The writing talks about the sad parting from the stone. Hundreds of years ago, several houses left their... Sad parting from the stone. Hundreds of years ago, several houses left their tithes to settle here under one leader. They were running from a war, or running so there wouldn't be a war. I read and reread the pillars until the light faded, but I know I'm missing something. That's frustrating. I'll go back tomorrow. I wish Felicity's sister hadn't talked her out of joining me. I could use an extra pair of eyes to keep watch at night. So there's that... Felicity's sister was the one who was saying, like, let's go to the south of France. So are these going to be some spiders? No, Venatori down here. Okay, collect all the little loot here, including another sacrifice mosaic piece. But where is... that all there is down here? Yeah, I guess that's... huh. I guess that's all there is down here. Okay. I was expecting another pillar puzzle.
I must admit, Cassandra, I've never heard of these Seekers of Truth.
Why would you? They do not exist in Tevinter.
But what are they? Some manner of Super Templar? Is this one of those sudden secrets like proper hygiene?
Once we worked from the shadows, monitoring Templars and mages alike.
Ah, that clearly worked out well.
Your glibness does you no credit. The Mage Rebellion was beyond even our power to control.
Yeah, I would be... I don't know what the plans for Dragon Age 4 are, but I would be at least a little bit interested to see it set into Tevinter. By which I mean very interested. To learn more about like what their chantry is like and all that. Because the Orlesian stuff is different from Ferelden, but not like radically different. I mean, it's different, but it's different in style. I think the Tevinter would be different in substance.
Why are you looking at me like that, Dorian?
I'm imagining what you would look like in a dress.
Keep wondering. If my uncle couldn't put me in one, neither shall you.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like her style. I might as well take this time to say where I've been doing, because I've been playing a lot without footage I'll probably cut out, just because nothing's really happening here. This zone is strange. This zone feels like... I'm hesitant to say filler, but it feels like they had one cool idea with the tomb puzzles, with the pillar puzzles, and are just filling in the rest of the zone with generic Dragon Age stuff, with like Venatori camps and Red Templars and the occasional quarry or logging stand and Fade Rifts, and it's just there doesn't feel like there's a lot unique about this zone aside from like the couple of, aside from the Doggo Merchant, which I will not forget, and the tomb puzzles. And aside from that, this has been very, I don't know, this zone feels very much like an afterthought so far. I'm curious if I might be alone in that. Maybe cool stuff will happen later. Discovered a new region, the Golden Oasis. I was just out here literally seeing how far I could go without like falling to my death or something. And we found an area. We found the Golden Oasis. Let's check this out. It's certainly a promising name. Okay, so we got a wyvern here. Hello, my dragon friend. Fortunately, I can dragon better than you can. As a reaver and all. Plop. Alright, what's over here? A Vargas, which is just another type of wyvern. Almost looks like a bearded dragon, like a big bearded dragon. This is a whole party of wyverns coming here. That was unexpected. Not too tough, but unexpected anyway. So we got a landmark over here, it looks like. The Oasis. The Oasis is significantly cooler than the open sands. A sweet fragrance drifts down from the trees. Is that it? No, we got some dwarven shenanigans here. So it's a couple of dwarven statues, a giant chest, which has... oh, and there's a mosaic piece. Okay, so at least there's that, I guess. Okay, this is strange. Is there some wyvern gauntlet going on here? There's certainly a lot that just seem to keep coming from everywhere. But I don't see anything that they're really guarding down here. There was a big chest that had just like some crafting materials in it and this landmark, but is that really it? Oh no, there's something on the ground here listening to old treasure. Alright, so it's over this way. In the tree? Is it this tree? Oh no, it's right at the base of the tree. Journal on Dwarven Ruins. A few days ago, I turned from a statue to find a human woman staring at me. She didn't react when I screamed or when I ran around picking up my dropped notes. When I asked who she was and how long she'd been standing there, she quoted... Excuse me. She quoted some verses of the chant at me. Polite as you please. I offered her some water, but she shook her head, pointed to the east, and said, Blessed are those with fortitude, for they preserve in the name of the Maker. When I glanced back, she was gone. The poor woman must be touched. She seemed harmless, but I don't know how she gets around so quickly in this heat. Very strange. So there are at least a couple of useful little treasure doodads in this golden oasis. Oh, is that the woman we heard about?
Greetings.
Ours shall be the burden of knowledge, to take into the earth and prove us worthy.
I did not expect to find a pilgrim here. A chanter even less.
The righteous shall carry the Maker's word to every corner of his house.
Have at it, Weirdy.
So you're just gonna... Are you just gonna hang out here? I know that this is the person that was the journal mentioned. I imagine that. Yes, again, I'm pushing west before I head back to the... whatever story beats are left over here, just because there seems like... I'm curious how far this place goes. Yeah, that's... Okay, so I finally hit the part where I can't go any further.
Can't be the right way.
Alright, so I reached this new camp to the north here. So, yeah, I teleported, I warped back from all the way over there to here, ran up to here. Let's establish this camp. And I think that's going to be it for me for today. What? Again, this one doesn't seem to have a lot going on, but it seems to have a lot of not a lot going on. Like, it's just expansive, and it, again, feels like kind of an afterthought, like something like an intern was kind of rushing to do on their way out. But again, I might still be very early in this, and maybe this comes into its own later. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Hello, friends. It's been about 2 seconds since you last saw me. I'm here just because I ended up editing the last part of the session, and it ended up being about, like, 12 minutes long or something, and that's not really what I want for a session. So, yeah, I'm going to go for another half hour and see how it goes. So, let's see if I can find anything else here. There's already a question mark just to my east. Let's check this out. This is going to be another tomb, another puzzle. And I know the puzzles aren't super puzzly. They're not like, it's just kind of put together the shapes.
Completely buried. What now?
The Venatori want these tombs. Let's see if they found another way in.
So is this, yeah, this is so that we can't get in here. Okay. I was going to say, I know the puzzles aren't super puzzly. They're not like really that tough. They're just putting a few things together, but it's still, I think it's a cool mechanic. Let's read this first. A dusty note. Solanus, 4 slaves injured and 10 crushed under the rock. We couldn't excavate this entrance with 50 if we keep losing so many. I propose we dig down from the top. There's no other way to reach the tomb without risking... Sorry, my cat's playing. Without risking another rock slide. Leave this note for the others. I must inform the overseer about our reduction in labor. Devrenex. Okay. So they're probably like over there. They're probably digging from over there. A blocked doorway. Avantham, if your eyes were as sharp as your tongue, you'd have long realized that we found more than just another tomb. This is where the dwarves who built this city emerged from the deep roads. Whatever drove them here, they were determined to stay. The lowest levels were deliberately collapsed. Send Virtus here, back when he's done with the ruins in the canyon. Do not make him lift anything heavier than a quill. That slave cost a pretty fortune. So Virtus is a slave who's like a scholarly slave, it sounds like. Let's see, so yeah, let's see if we can get to that up there. And yeah, let's see if we can get to that at the top of it. I don't know if we can. I'll try. I'll see what I can do by like if I can wend my way around, but I have a feeling I'm gonna have to go from the top. Yeah, that's a no-go. So yeah, I tried going around here just to see if there's anything available, but not really. Okay, so we'll try going to the north and going from there. Hissing Waste discovered Sunstop Mountains. Okay. This feels like a more entrenched Venatori camp, like another entrenched Venatori camp up here then. Stuff over there, but I really don't think I can reach it unless now I can? Maybe this is enough to get there. I kind of feel like I'm going to run into a full block very shortly, but maybe not. Yeah, maybe not. That was unexpected. All right, so what do we got here? This is where they're digging into that thing from above. All right, so we cleared a bunch of those out, and I see already a couple of interesting things here. So not only is there this cave, which we were kind of expecting, there's also an ocularum. And is this going to be the final ocularum we need? No, I don't think so. I think there's probably going to be one more. One. All right, do the tooth method. Tooth, tooth, tooth. The tooth method is sucking. Oh, 2. Oh, and 3. Perfect. So those are all kind of near this other camp. Not too bad there. All right, so now let's check out this underground, the tomb. This is the tomb they couldn't get to from the other direction, so they had to go from above. That was buried. Like the entrance was buried, so they had to go from above. Climb down. Zoop. It makes me... I feel like this game is lying.
We should search the area.
Like, it makes sliding down wooden ladders look really fun, but I'm sure if you did that without, like, I don't know, metal gauntlets, you get splinters up the wazoo. Alright, so Veilfire. There's some Veilfire shenanigans going on here. Let's first uncover the... There it is. A journal on Dwarven Ruins. It's a paragon. A man who... Oh, there's 6... Okay, so there's 8 notes on the waist. We have to find... We found 6 already. It's a paragon. The man who led the people here who built the city was Mastersmith Paragon Fairel. That's the person whose tomb was in the east. Legend says he died in the deep roads during a war between 2 Taigs who used his rune work to build fantastic weapons of destruction. So that's probably what the Venatori are looking for here, if I'm guessing. If he escaped up here, that means the records are wrong, or someone 1,000 years ago tried to pretty up the truth about his leaving. The most talented shaper of runes in Dwarven history, escaping with his entire house to the surface. Now that will fluff some beards in the shaperette. My father said our old family business used to be near an archway that was part of Fairel's Paragon statue. I wish I could have shown him this. He's the one who wanted to believe our ancestors in the stone were still guiding us. Be nice to think it were true, old man. So here's another possibility, in addition to just searching for a method of destruction. What if the Venatori are searching for the thing that chased away Fairel in his house? Like, what if they're searching for, like, I don't know, like some old goddish type thing that chased them out, and they want to like reawaken it and get it onto Team Corypheus? All right, light Veilfire. So I think it's going to be, I'm going to have to light something else, but I just want to do a quick look-see around. See if there's anything I missed here. No, so I can You can light these braziers, but I don't know what the point of it is. Just flavor, maybe. Down to the tomb. More braziers. Braziers. We're not lighting braziers on fire. And this is a deep one. And the fact that there's already another Veilfire thing here makes me think that there's something more to explore back up there. Yeah, this looks like another of these puzzles. Oh wow, it goes even further down. Holy crap. Never mind. This is a whole thing. Yes, this is just all vertical. Just doing a quick sweep of the walls, picking up whatever crappy little loot there is here. Here we are. Examine. Master Fire Rune. That sounds good. Again, I don't know how much... I feel like I'm at a point where I don't know how much better things will get for me. Like in terms of my loot to go on to... At least for the main part of the game. I'm sure that going into the... when I get ready to go to the... Actually, I'll be right back. I just want to check something if I could use the Veilfire anywhere else before here. But I'm sure that in the DLC, like, there'll be tougher stuff. Okay, I didn't find anything else with the Veilfire rune aside from that, the Master Fire rune. With the Veilfire aside from the Master Fire rune. So let's continue down. No, don't jump. Anytime you give me the option to climb down would be great. There we go. Okay. Was that Venatori dead? There we go. God, this goes down so far. Yeah, it just collapsed here. As a kid, I used to love going into tight caves, caving expeditions and the like. I didn't do it that often, but a few times I did. It was super fun, but I think I would be scared to death to do it now as an adult. Take mosaic piece. 5 sacrifice. I wonder if all the sacrifice pieces are going to be here. I mean, there's no other zones to explore after the hissing wastes, are there? All right, let's check here. Now this is okay. This is what we're looking for. Let's do a quick explore around first before we get to puzzle in the puzzle. This, I'm sure it's going to say locked, magically sealed. Yeah, okay. Okay, drop the thing, and let's read. Fairel hewed the stone and built as great as any tide in the deep. But in the sand was stone, strong and true. So that before this. The sun burned above oceans of sand. And with his son's help, he ensured the tide prospered and grew. So I think it's this. Let's try it. The sun burned above oceans of sand. But in the sand was stone, strong and true. Fairel hewed the stone and built as great as any tide in the deep. And with his son's help, he ensured the tide prospered and grew. Okay. So let me just... I already forgot where we start. Oh, that's not it. Sun burned above oceans of sand. Okay, now we got it. 1, 2... 3 and 4.
Another tomb.
Codex updated. Dwarven inscriptions, hissing wastes. Anyway, so this, it seems like we've completed this. So there are 3 of these inscription puzzles. So let's see if we can get the overall scoop. The sun burned above oceans of sand, but in the sand was stone, strong and true. Fairel hewed the stone and built as great as any thaig in the deep, and with his son's help he ensured the thaig prospered and grew. After many years, Fairel, greatest of paragons, could not bear life's burden. And with the burden growing, he called his sons to his bedside. Yes, this is... Yeah, okay. He bade each son swear he would take care of his brother, and the brothers swore and mourned their father when their father returned to the stone. This is the tale of Fairel, paragon among paragons, father of 2 sons who, against their father's wishes, fought from foolish words and foolish pride. For pride these halls were made to honor a father's deeds and grieve his loss. And for loss these halls were made to honor a brother more. And so one of the brothers killed the other, I guess, in this foolish argument, and then erected these... I don't know, I guess erected them in regret, maybe. Activate. Oh, too bad Souls isn't here. And I forgot. I should have brought what's his face, Varric here. Dwarven plate. Am I going the right way? I feel like I'm not going the right way. This is why whenever I replayed Dragon Age Origins, I would often...
Rose. No, wait. Robin's egg.
Is this another game?
Trying to guess the color of your underpants.
I don't wear underpants.
Oh shit, she goes commando.
Everyone hear that?
Oh god, every time that she has one of these awesome little moments, now I get sad again. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, no, we're supposed to go this other way. Mosaic piece, okay. Superb belt of mail. Legion of the Dead armor. That sounds pretty sweet. Key fragment. So part of what? Yeah. So how many? So we have 2 more of those to find, and then we can open up the thing in the east. Okay. So that was very productive. That was fruitful and productive, and I'm glad we did it. Can we just warp back to the surface? Yeah. Let's just do that. So I was coming here to collect kind of the last shard that I have here, but what's interesting is that there's still 1 shard left that I haven't found. So there's going to be an ocularum with that only sees 1 shard, maybe? Yeah, there's only 1 more shard to go. Huh, okay. Sand and ruin. So there's a Venatory Watchtower. Let me just explore what else is up here before I jump down anywhere, because I feel like it's going to be tougher to get back up here. Yeah, I don't think there's much to explore up here. I think I'm going to be slip-sliding away. The something your destination, the more you're slip-sliding away. Okay, this is a whole new section here. Let's see. Anything down there? No, that looks kind of like death. Let's not go down there. I think we could just continue. Oh god, this is... For all my complaints about the hissing wastes, like this is... I just love the way that this stays in that giant-ass moon. It's so pretty. Is this going to be another tomb? There's certainly a watchtower here, and the dwarven statues seem to indicate tombs. And boop! Gotcha. The sounds in this game are pretty great. Stone over sky. A faint inscription in ancient dwarven script is carved in the archway. Let this gate be the stone over your head. Home never forgotten, anchoring soil and sky. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. There's something I want to share. I actually don't know what the full Jewish tradition is. I just know it as far as it was passed down to me. something my grandmother gave me when I first moved out of home to a place of my own, was what we called a peckle. Was something that it was a little brown paper bag with a bit of chocolate, a bit of sugar, a bit of salt, a bit of, like, I think just a bit of some things symbolizing like that, kind of, as long as you have this with you, you'll always be home sort of deal. And I still have it. I mean, God, the chocolate's probably dust at this point. Everything's probably dust at this point. But it's still, even, God, how long ago was that? 15 years later, I still have that bag in my kitchen. And so I think that's really cool. Let this be the stone, even in the new place. So what's this dwarf here, though? I don't see a marker for a tomb nearby, so maybe that's... Yeah, I don't see a way to get up there. Well, of course there's a way to get up there. This is Dragon Age. But I don't see any real purpose up here. Yeah, so let's see where this gate leads us down here. So I think we're going to wind our way down, right? No, I'm nervous. I'm nervous that we won't be able to find our way back up. Let's see if we can take the direct route. Yeah, it looks like this is the way to go. Search the Venatori camp known as the Watchtower. So, yeah, so we're coming up on the Watchtower, and we're also coming up on another campsite. Like, that we'll be able to take over, it looks like. Which is nice, because navigating this place is going to be kind of a pain. Like, if I wanted to just keep exploring it. Because I'm sure there's a pretty good, given how wide this zone is, there's a decent chance that I may just be out of... Oh, there's the Ocularum. That I may, like, get to the point where I have, like, one region that I haven't found yet at the very end of everything, and I just have to do a little wandering. Ocularum, Ocularum, let me find you. Mosaic piece. Yeah, this all this mosaic is going to be here, isn't it? Alright, where's the last shard? And the last shard forever. The last shard in all of Dragon Age Inquisition, unless the DLCs introduce new Ocularums. So that's going to be on the way to the next camp. Okay, so this is the camp. Is this where we're supposed to go to search the Venatori camp? Certainly seems possible. Nope, that's not what I want. Nope, nope, nope. Go the other way. Nope, I can't control it. She's just doing her own thing. Okay, climb down. Any second now. Any time you want to climb down, that would be awesome. You know what? Screw it. The game's being weird. Okay. Yeah. Dragon Age Inquisition has many good qualities. The control over being able to climb up and down ladders is not among those. Nope, nope, nope. Hello, friends. Let's kill you. Nope, I will not use a potion. That is against the spirit of the cat ring. Boop, boop, boop.
One down.
More Venatori tomes. And let's take this. Venatori orders. Here we are. Members of the Venatori, we are close to unearthing the secrets the old dwarves buried here. The Elder One will doubtless be pleased with our success, but be vigilant. While our work has gone well, the Inquisition and their false herald were seen traveling towards the wastes. Double the watch in your camps. Do not scoff at the idea that we may be outmatched by a warrior. Llewellyn has spilled our brethren's blood too many times to count. Damn straight. I like that my legend is growing here. We cannot allow the Inquisition to take this place from us. If you are pressed, retreat to our main camp behind the Sunstop Mountains. Extra guards will be posted. The Elder One will prevail. Overseer Julex. Sketch of the Colossus Tomb. Okay. So I found most of these tombs on my own, but I think I could use those like if I find myself stuck at any point. Yeah, so I'm going to set up camp first.
That's the last of them here.
An excellent watch.
Inquisitor.
Don't interrupt. You should fire you, Requisition Officer. You interrupted Cassandra, and now her dialogue won't finish. But I guess that she's just saying this is a nice watchtower. Good place to watch out for stuff. So, yeah, one more camp to find, and we'll continue in the Hissing Wastes and maybe finish it up even next time. We'll see. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.